Okay. I think we're live. Think so. I am currently making a coffee, and I am basically testing out my new controller too. Speaking of which, I didn't actually configure it yet. Hold on. Let's see. B8. Wait, what the fuck? That's B. That's A. That's Y, and that's X. Start, select. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. Let me erase that if I can. What the fuck? Why is... What the hell happened? Oh. Wait. Nope, the buttons are screwed up still. Hold on. Okay. Up, left, right. Oh, crap. Okay. Up, left, down, right. That's the problem. Okay. Let's reset. Hey, Dragoon. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab my coffee. Alright, I'm back. We may or may not beat this game tonight. I just did it on a whim. Okay, there we go. Erase game, yes. Okay, there we go. I honestly wasn't even planning on... Hey, Jertka! I was, testing out my controller. Oh man, I have to get used to the different button layout. Okay, there we go. Because I'm using this new controller, and it works great. I am... Shutting down, going to bed, yeah. Sorry I didn't stream sooner. I honestly wasn't really planning on streaming today. Because I'm busy. Busy testing shit out, you know? You know what I'm saying? But... just on a whim, I just decided to stream this. So we may not even, like, beat this game tonight. Like, I'll just stream until I'm tired and don't feel like streaming anymore. I'm kind of just taking this opportunity to test my new controller, and, yeah, so far it works great. It's really good. It's shaped the same way as, like, a SNES controller, except it has, analog sticks, wireless, it has, 4 shoulder buttons instead of just 2. It can even work with a Nintendo Switch. It can work with Android. I haven't tested it out with that stuff yet. What am I doing? But the D-pad is great. It doesn't have like the what do you call them? You know, those like the handles, I guess, like the things on the sides of the controller that fit into your palms, like, you know, like the handles, like on the DualShock series, all the DualShock things, they have the things that go into your palm, the handles. It doesn't have that. It's more similar to a SNES pad. Because of that, they actually do have a version that does have those handles. But it's fine because I actually just want this for like classic games. I actually found out a way to make a DualShock 4 work wirelessly on Windows 7, and it works just fine. It basically just emulates an Xbox controller, and that works just fine wirelessly. I literally found out about that when this new controller came in. But it's okay because I like this controller because it's nice and small and it's good for, you know, portable gaming kind of thing, you know, like, it's good for my gaming laptop, you know, because it travels well, it's small. But yeah, I wouldn't use this controller for like a game like, you know, Dark Souls or anything like that, but it will work because it does have the analog sticks. But so it can work with those, but it just won't feel as comfortable because it doesn't have the handles on it like modern controllers do. But it's fine, you know, like I said, it's not really an issue. Yeah, it's actually very good build quality. You know, like it doesn't feel cheap at all. It's not quite as heavy as other controllers, but since it's smaller, then it's fine. You know, it's like the same exact size as a real SNES pad. So like if you have gigantic hands, then maybe it wouldn't be great. But if you have gigantic hands, like I think you would need like a custom controller anyway. What am I doing? Like obviously like any modern controller is not good for someone with huge hands, but it's very good so far. I'm impressed with it. And the D-pad's really precise, and that was the one thing I was most concerned about, was the D-pad. Because that's the whole reason why I got it. I didn't get it for any other reason. So it's not going to replace all my other controllers, but I will be using it for like emulation and stuff. Hopefully it does work with all the games that need an Xbox controller, because I'm pretty sure it has X input. So I didn't test it out with all this stuff that normally only works with Xbox controllers, but I think it should work, hopefully. Hopefully there's no problems with it. Funny review of Valdis Story? Okay, I'll check that out later. I haven't actually played Valdis Story. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. It's too many games. Too many games. The older controller was the Xbox One controller. That one I got last August when I got my new gaming laptop. I wanted a wireless controller to work with it. So I figured I'd give it a shot because I thought it would be good. And at first it was alright, but the D-pad wasn't precise. The D-pad wasn't precise. So, but like at least it was like bearable, but then like sometimes the D-pad just wouldn't work. You know? Oops. Hey, Tomboy. How you doing? I know we said that we would stream Sonic 4 Episode 2 today, but I just didn't have time to install it. And there goes that one up. I always forget about that. What was I saying? Doing good? That's good. I got a new controller. Yeah, so the Xbox One controller, it just started having more and more problems. If you only ever use the analog stick, then it should be okay. It's just the D-pad's a piece of shit. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Even the face buttons have become sticky in that thing. And it's really a shame because, like, I like it in other ways. I like how it uses AA batteries, and you might say, oh, AA batteries suck ass. But if you use rechargeable AA batteries, it's actually better than having an internal rechargeable battery, because if the batteries ever go dry, you just swap them out for new rechargeables, you know? Like, I have 8 of them. And I always have, like, 2 pairs fully charged at all times. So it's so easy to swap the batteries in and out. So I really like that. And by the way, this new controller uses, you know, same internal, you know, similar internal battery to the DualShock 4. So, I mean, like, it's good, but I just prefer the AA's. But yeah, I'll just do some more testing. I told Chertka that I might send him my old Xbox One controller. No promises, though, but, you know, I'll see what I can do. Because I have too many controllers anyway. And like, that was the reason why I was hesitant to even get this controller, because I buy too many fucking controllers. Yeah, and I would like to do that for you, especially for your birthday. Chertka's birthday is next month. He's gonna be 58. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna be like 46. But yeah, the Xbox One controller really disappointed me, which is really a shame because all the reviews for it were positive, like, but they never mention how shitty the D-pad is and how the quality degrades over time. You know, like, they don't mention how, oh yeah, after a few months the buttons start to stick. And it's like, what the fuck? You know, if the buttons are sticking after just, you know, 4 months or so, like, how's it gonna do after 10 years? You know, it's gonna be totally worthless after 10 years. Grandpa Chertka. So yeah, I needed a better controller, and I found out today that I can actually get my DualShock 4 working. If I knew that before, I probably wouldn't have gotten this controller, but it's fine because I really like this controller actually. This is a very, very good controller. My first impressions of it are very high. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna have to use a little bit of cheese strats. Well, should I use the cheese strats? You know what? Let's just go ahead and just play it. Normally, you guys might be wondering what the fuck I was about to do. You can rack up a ton of lives on this game just by playing the first level over and over again. So that's what I was gonna do. But you know what? Let's just play it and see how far we get. In fact, that's what we're gonna do. If we get a game over, then that's it. I'm not gonna play this if I get a game over. If I get a game over, then that's it. But yeah, if you suck at this game, just play the first level over and over again and you can rack up a whole bunch of lives. So everyone who plays this game, Tomboy does not use the cheese strats. Everyone who plays this game is like, oh, this game's great, until they get to the minecart level, then they suck so much ass. But there's actually a way to get through that minecart level without any hassle. And I'll show you in a little bit. Fucking hell. I wanted that. Let me take a sip of my coffee. So, I'm trying to get most of my peripherals wireless. So the next thing I need to get wireless would be my headset. My current headset's pretty good. It served me well. This is actually my second headset. When I first started streaming, I was using kind of like a cheaper headset, but it, you know, got the job done, but it hurt my ears. Oh shit, I forgot to show you guys the trick. Hold on. Well, we'll just get through it. Then I'll show you guys the trick later. Or if I die, then I can show you. I can show it to you. Okay, there, I died. Right on cue. So, if you suck at this level, you just, hold on. Just go down here. And then you get a warp to the end. There's one guy to jump over. And that's it. That's probably the place where most people give up on this game, the minecart level, because it's so fucking hard. Now you might think that's kind of cheesy, so that's why we're gonna do it legit wise. See, I'm not a cheesy kind of guy, but if you suck at this game, then you're gonna use those kind of cheesy strats. I wanted to get those bananas, but it's not worth it. Oh, damn it. I knew there was one coming up. It ain't hard. Believe me, this is a hard level. I know, like, once you become good at it, you got bragging rights. But this is definitely a hard level. So many people give up when they get to this level. And even I still have trouble with it, as you saw. You have to memorize everything. The thing that makes this hard is you have a split-second reaction time. I gotta concentrate. Shit. Alright, we did it. I already showed off the secret path. It was the first thing I did. Well, second thing. That is a hard fucking level. Thank you, Chertka. think there was a secret path there, but oh well. Whoops. Take a sip of my drink. So what was I talking about before? I was talking about the wireless headset. Yeah, so I might invest in a wireless headset just to free up another USB port. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like using up all my USB ports. And on a laptop there aren't a lot. This one has like three normal ones, I think. And then it has one USB-C port, which is really nice to have, but I don't really have a lot of stuff that uses it yet. Actually, this controller uses a USB-C, but the USB-C portion plugs into the controller itself. And then a regular USB plugs into your computer. But I think you could just use a USB-C to USB-C controller, and it should work. Excuse me, cord. I think so. But it's wireless anyway, so who cares? Okay. Did you guys see that new smartphone reveal? The Galaxy Fold? Anybody see that? Actually, DP, he posted it. He sent it to me on Discord. And I've been telling him that this was the future for so long, and took damn near over half a decade for the thing to finally be released in a consumer product. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a smartphone. You don't care about smartphones? But what about this new smartphone, though? It's a smartphone with a flexible screen, so you can actually fold it from a phone. You can turn from a phone into a tablet. So like it gives you a bigger screen, is what I'm saying. Like it gives you like a tablet-sized screen if you fold it out, and it's really cool. They've been teasing these things for a long time now. It'll be great for gaming, you know, because you can play games on a bigger screen now, on your you know, using just your phone, and also you could use a controller. Like, I know smartphone gaming is lame, but you can use a controller, like this controller that I have, so it's all about the synergy. Oh, hold on, this is a hard level. Shit. Whoa, whoa. This is the stop and go station. This is a hard station. Hard level. Hard station. Oh well. Shit. Donkey Kong actually sucks in his own game. He's really bad. He's so slow. As soon as I get Donkey Kong, guess what I do? Guess what I do? Immediately switch out because he sucks. He's so slow. Oh boy. Yikes! These motherfuckers! Okay. Okay, good. Tested it for years to make the flexible screen robust enough for years and thousands of folds. Yeah, that was the biggest obstacle they mentioned in the video. Just trying to get it so that the folds would last, you know. Think you're too occupied with those things, so you don't have a smartphone, Tomboy? With a smartphone and a wireless controller like this, you could play donkey bitch ass On the go. Do you have any portable systems? You got the 3DS, I guess, right? So you use that? Oh, you do have a smartphone. Smartphones are great. There was a time when Chertka didn't have a smartphone, and we were all like making fun of him, and then he got a smartphone, like a pretty good one, I think. I think what happened, Chertka, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his dad gave him his old smartphone, and then he realized that like these things are good, and then he just bought his own. He bought one that was a lot better. And I got hit it. Let's see. Kill these big ass motherfuckers. That's the one advantage Donkey Kong has. He can kill the big guys. But that's not really good enough. It's just not good enough. My standards for excellence are much higher than that. Get up there. Good. Shit. Stupid fucking thing. Alright. Somehow I killed it. Damn it. Yikes. What the fuck? Alright. What happened there? Come back. Ah, shit. Close. And there we go. Dad gave you his old LG. Then you got a new S7. So you got a taste for the smartphone and decided to go for I'm not familiar with the S7, but I'm assuming it's a nice phone. You just use it to make phone calls, text, quick search on the internet, and read mail. That's a lot. Even that's a lot. But you can do a lot more. I use mine. I put a bunch of emulators on mine, but in all fairness, I don't really use emulators on that too much. Mostly because, like, the only times when you would use it would be if you're, like, in a car, and, like, I get car sick if I try to play games in the car, so I don't even do that much. And I use it as an MP3 player a lot. That I use a lot. Damn it. And I use it as a GPS, of course. The navigation system's great. Oh, and I use it for Discord. I got the Discord app. It's great. That way, anytime someone needs me on Discord, I'm there. I'm there, just like that. And I have a bunch of other apps, too, that I can't remember right now. Is that his name? Necky Nuts? Okay. Gonna get going, Tricky Boy? Okay, no problem. Thank you for stopping by for a little bit. Have a good night. Ah, shit. Remember, if we get a game over, that's it. I'm closing up. We either do this without cheesing it for lives, or we don't do it at all. That's it. Shit. Title's called Necky Nuts. I see. Oh look, secret passageways. Damn it. Boy, I need that checkpoint. There we go. Ooh. This is such a good game. Back in the day, Miyamoto like bitched about this game because he got pressure to make his new Yoshi's Island. Oh wait a minute. Shit. He got pressured to make Yoshi's Island using digitized graphics like this game. And so he started bitching about, oh, this game's only about graphics, not about gameplay. Incidentally, the sequel, which is Yoshi's Story, some people don't consider it a sequel, but it's a sequel, did use digitized graphics. But that wasn't nearly as good of a game. Due to memory limitations, they couldn't make the game very big. It didn't have a lot of levels. But it's a great game. In recent times, Miyamoto tried to do it. This is what happens when you talk and play games at the same time. He tried to do a reversal and say, "Oh no, I was involved in the development and blah blah blah. I never said it was bad." No, he absolutely said the game. He said those things about the game, and now he's like trying to backtrack on it because they were coming out with Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. So it's like they're making new Donkey Kong Country games, and now he's like trying to say, "Oh no, it turns out I always said those games are good." And of course, everyone just they believe him because he's Miyamoto. But I have a lot of respect for Miyamoto, but I like to make fun of him too because it's just easy target. Yeah, he's like Cranky Kong. Now, Miyamoto is a genius. I absolutely respect him. But the fact of the matter is, he did diss Donkey Kong. Absolutely dissed it. And, like, you never want to do that when it's a game that's exclusive to your system. That is really bad. Especially when it's, like, using a beloved Nintendo character. Whoops. Ah. Yeah, that is a fair point. I mean, the Donkey Kong Country games are pretty long, so I don't know what Yoshi's Story's excuse was. I always assumed that it was short because of the memory limitations of digitized graphics. But in all fairness, Donkey Kong Country does reuse a lot of graphical assets. Like, this level, for example, looks very similar to the first level. I mean, it's a little bit different, but it's still, like, you know, uses a lot of the same characters. A lot of the enemies in this game are palette swaps, just like in Mortal Kombat. Man, I hate it when I'm trying to, like, see what's going on, and then they fuck me. Oh, jeez. This is the first level. Alright, it's time to concentrate. Enough with the video game history lesson. You guys already know this stuff anyway, right? I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know. Jeez! That motherfucker, you can't see him over there. That's the one thing I like about the Returns game more. Returns games more. You can see in front of you. There. So the graphics might look a little bit different than usual. I am using a filter. I'm using not HQ. I'm using XBRZ 6X. Getting less pixelation, looks better. Good stuff. Yeah, looks like it was probably, whoops, influenced by the Ewok village, I guess, in Return of the Jedi. Very similar. There was also a level in another game that took place in like a tree-like area like this. I think it was called Brute Force for the original Xbox. And there was a couple of games. Knights of the Old Republic also. But that's a Star Wars game, so it makes sense. Fuck. Why am I doing this? Is this like a secret area with that one lone banana over there? Let me see. Yeah, it is. I love secret shit. Oh, good. It didn't fuck me. That did, though. It's been a while since I played this game, so bear with me. fucking levels, man. These fucking levels. What am I doing? This is not what I want to do. We could go back to level 1 and farm for lives, but like I said, I'm not gonna do that bullshit. Tomboy, do you play Tetris at all? Fucking gray lizard guy. No Tetris for Tomboy. There's a new game on the Switch called Tetris 99. It's pretty cool. You can download it, it's free, but you need the online service. You play with 99 other players and vie in like a battle royale to see who is gonna be number 1. I just got the number 1 spot earlier today. Quite proud of that. There's so many noobs on Twitch trying to play Tetris 99. They all suck. Can't stand those noobs. So I destroy them all. Thank you. I told Owly about it. I managed to convince her to get Puyo Puyo Tetris, but like I was destroying her when we were playing together, and like it kind of turned her off to the whole Tetris thing. So when I told her about Tetris 99, she was like, "Nah, that's okay." She didn't want to get it, even though it's totally free. Like she didn't want to get it. I was like, okay. But in all fairness, oh shit, hold on. Jeez. In all fairness, she would destroy me in Smash Bros, so I'm calling it even. That's why I don't want to get Smash Bros, because I know she would kick my ass. Absolutely. What about you, Tomboy? You think you would defeat my friend Owly? How good are you at Smash Bros on a competitive level? No, I don't know why I'm not rolling into those guys. That's how you're supposed to do it. Roll into those fucks. Middle of the road, huh? Whoa. Fuck. Oh, man. Yeah, maybe there's secrets. I don't know all the secrets in this game. There's tons of secrets. Some people do speed runs where they get over 100% completion. Chefy boy! Chefy boy! How you doing, Chef? Haven't seen ya in a while. I missed you. over there, you fucker. Alright. Good. Oh, good. Pretty good. Just got home from work. Turned into a hermit for a bit there. That's no problem. I know you're busy with work and stuff. You do that as depression comes and goes. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it because of that girl that you were telling me about before? Let me take a sip of my coffee. Kurt Cobain? Kurt Cobain committed suicide. Doesn't help, it's just kind of part of your life. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, you know. I know how you feel, as you know. As you know. Okay, no problem, Tomboy. I don't believe in those conspiracy theories. They say Courtney Love killed him. Well, we need proof. Allegations like that are really serious. There needs to be proof. Anyone who's that successful, like I don't have much respect for them at all. You know, when they have so much going for them and then they just kill themselves, you know? I think it's pathetic. You know? You're hugely successful and then you kill yourself, like what the fuck? Poor you. You know? Poor you. You know, there's children starving in Africa. Loser. There's children starving in Africa and he thinks he has it bad? Ah, fuck. We don't really know what he dealt with emotionally. He was rich and successful, you know? I know that much. You know, it just seems like very privileged kind of thinking, you know? I had a friend who, like, wasn't obsessed with them. And it was like, dude, the guy committed suicide when he was rich and successful. I mean, there's some people that I can feel sympathy for. Like Robin Williams, you know, I feel sympathy for him. But, like, he probably had a mental disease. And his career was declining. Like, Kurt Cobain was at the height of his career. You know? And then he decided to kill himself because he's a pussy bitch. And then he wrote some stupid suicide letter, which, like, basically just plagiarized lyrics from some other song. Like, burn out, it's better to burn out than fade away. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, I hate it when people try to sound, you know, like poetic or like it just comes off as pretentious to me, you know? It's like, dude, you killed yourself because you're a pussy bitch, you know? Don't make it out to be more than that. And that song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, is a good song, but I really think it's overrated. But there's other good songs on that album. Hey, you know, I tell it like it is. I mean, if you like him as an artist, fine, but I'm just being honest about my opinion. I have every right to express my feelings about it. Okay, well, we have a difference of opinion then. There's sometimes I can understand why people commit suicide, and then there's times when I don't. And if there's something I'm missing about this guy that you know, then go ahead and inform me. But as far as I know, he committed suicide because he's a pussy bitch. I don't have much respect for that guy. I'm not trying to trigger people, but I am entitled to my opinion, aren't I? As an American with freedom of speech, would have sworn I am. Adolf Hitler was a pussy bitch, yeah, but I wouldn't compare the two. I mean, Kurt Cobain just killed himself, and I think that's cowardly for him to do. But he didn't hurt anyone else, as far as I know. So. What am I missing, Chef? Why don't you tell us? What about Kurt Cobain don't I understand? Aw, his parents got divorced. Boo-hoo for him. He's not the only one who had divorced parents. For fuck's sake. His cousin brought attention to the family history of suicide, mental illness, alcoholism. Yeah, well, he could have gotten help. Who told him to turn to alcohol? That's like, everyone knows that turning to alcohol for depression is a really bad idea. What's he so fucking depressed about? His parents got divorced. He was like 30-something when he killed himself. And he's still boo-hooing about his parents getting divorced? Fuck him. Lots of people's parents got divorced. 27, 30-something, whatever. If you're 27 and you still have, like, if you're still, like, grumpy because your parents got divorced, then there's something wrong. And quite obviously, yeah. I mean, the dude killed himself after all. Ah, damn it. Yeah, keep fucking up. I want to be Diddy Kong first. There we go. There we go. All right, Chef. I don't know what to tell you, Chef. I mean, like, I don't know, like, why exactly you, like, are you a big fan of Kurt Cobain? I mean, even if you're a big fan of him, so what? I mean, you can still like his music, but say, you know what? What you did was stupid. Are you gonna say that killing himself is smart? It's not smart. It was stupid. Of course it was stupid. I can't imagine a scenario when killing yourself can be interpreted as smart, unless like they're like, you know, you're like mortally wounded or something, or you have some kind of terminal illness and you're in extreme pain. Then I totally understand. And you could also say, well, it's his right. You know, as a human being, you have the right to your own life, and there's a good argument for that. But I can still say it was dumb. I might still respect his right to kill himself, which, by the way, isn't a right, at least not according to this country. Like, legally, you're not allowed to kill yourself. But um, from my position, I can say, okay, fine, it's his right, but he was stupid. He was stupid for doing it. It is stupid. Killing yourself, other than the circumstances I mentioned and maybe a couple of others, is never smart. You know, if he had some kind of horrible terminal illness, then of course, I get it. But he's killing himself because his parents got divorced? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Rich and successful, and he has Courtney Love as his wife, could get any woman he wants. And he has issues. That's wasted talent, too. The guy was talented. He was respected as a musician, and they wasted all those talents because boo-hoo? Fuck him. Fuck that guy. I'll never apologize for calling that guy a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit for killing himself. Divorce, stomach pain, bronchitis. Oh, it's a whole big laundry list of shit. Oh, insomnia. He killed himself because he can't sleep. Stomach pain. Stomach pain from what? Drinking too much? He did that to himself. I really don't have any sympathy for that guy. I really don't. And I am a very sympathetic guy. And by the way, Dragoon, I thought you believed that Courtney Love killed him, though. So which is it? Yeah, well, you know, that's what we have hospitals for. You know, you don't kill yourself just because you got a little stomach pain. Maybe it could be a janitor if he was murdered, not Courtney? What? I don't understand that. Okay. Whew. Ugh. It's a hard part. I don't need that. Shit. Whoa, that was close. Ah! 10 lives left. Get the monkey monkey over here. It's hard to see. Plus, we just had a intense discussion about Kurt Cobain. It's kind of hard to concentrate, honestly. We don't need a laundry list of all the people who committed suicide, Dragoon. Come on. I don't know what your point is. Yeah, so what? I already explained my position about people with terminal illnesses. I totally understand them committing suicide. Yeah, so what? Ah! Whew. Yeah. It's just like hard to concentrate. Like Chef is just like so sensitive over that Kurt Cobain thing, which surprised me because like I never knew that he was a big fan of his. But like it's so ridiculous that he would say like, "Oh, I'm really surprised at you," as if he's like disappointed in me. Ah, shit. Like I really hate it when people like have expectations of, like just because you like someone doesn't mean that they are perfect or they can't do any wrong. You can still like what they do and admit when they're wrong, admit when they make mistakes. I really like Michael Crichton. He's my favorite author. He wrote Jurassic Park and Sphere, which is my favorite novel of all time. The dude died because he believed incorrectly that smoking didn't give you lung cancer, and he downplayed the harms of secondhand smoke. And he learned he was wrong, or maybe he never learned he was wrong, the hard way, because he died of throat cancer from smoking. He was an idiot, but like the guy was a brilliant man, and he taught me so much growing up because I read his novels. I loved Jurassic Park and Sphere. But he died as a result of his own stupidity. And I never defend him for that. I'm never going to say that he was smart in that. He was stupid. If you believe that smoking doesn't cause cancer, and then you continue to smoke, well, you're going to learn the hard way that you're wrong. And he did. That's what I'm saying. You can still be a fan of the guy, and I still love the guy. I still love Michael Crichton and his novels. He is a brilliant man, but he was stupid at the same time. Yeah, that happens. You can be smart and dumb about something. Smart people have been wrong before. Albert Einstein, he was wrong about things. He wasn't always right. It's tracking him right. It's right in front of me. Okay. Ah! Ah! For fuck's sake. And it's not just the level. I mean, yeah, the level is hard, but like, I'll admit, like, it kind of it annoys me that Chef like left the way he did. Like, it's just like so arrogant, you know? It just annoys me, and like, why does he need to like make drama like that? You know? It's just ridiculous. So if I get a game over, you guys can blame Chef. But that's fine. It's his right to have like an emotional reaction like that if he wants. But he's like such a drama queen sometimes. And it's just annoying. You know, just to leave in a huff like that. I can blame both, can't I? Because like my mind is occupied. Drama queen, drama king, whatever. Ah, fuck it. Jeez. Ah, fuck it. Ah! Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Is that it? Or is 0 count as a life? Yep, 0 counts as a life. Alright. Game over. So, in conclusion, this controller is pretty good. I like it. I do not blame the controller for me getting a game over there. Hopefully the quality doesn't deteriorate as time goes on, but right now, I'm really impressed with this controller. As for Donkey Kong Country, we failed the challenge. Oh well. Let's see, what is today? Wednesday. So tomorrow, Thursday, we may or may not stream. We'll see. So, that's it for tonight. I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. And I hope to see you guys again next time. Just check Discord for updates. So have a good night. Bye.